All right, so this is the first time that I've picked up a Topps Series 1 Superbox. I'm new to baseball. I've been watching baseball, but I haven't been collecting cards in baseball. So this one's a little bit new for me. So I've just never picked anything up like this before. I've obviously done mega boxes and stuff like that in football. So this one might be a little bit of a longer video because we've got to go and open this thing. But I did pick this up at a Lids of all places. I saw that they had cards in the back. I went back and checked it out, and sure enough, I said, for 40 bucks, this is not a bad price. This is a lot of product for 40 bucks. I've been having a lot of fun collecting baseball cards here, truthfully. In some ways, it just feels a little bit refreshing because when you're doing, if this thing isn't going to come out, when you're doing football for a whole season, you're kind of seeing the same players over and over and over again. And so if I can, all right. This looks like it should just pop up, but it ain't. Sorry, this might sound horrible on mic. All right, hold on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Get out of there. Get out of there. I don't even know if I care about the... How do you get... All right. Oh, my goodness. All right. Complete and utter disaster. But guess what? We got there. You have to do that on camera. You got to make sure everyone knows you're not doing something funky. You're not throwing in some extra cards in there just to get the extra hits. So yeah, as I was saying, it's just fun to see new names and not be just ripping the same football players all season long. So we're going to start with just the base here, these base packs. We'll work our way up to that foil board that's silver patterned. So let's see. We got anything decent in here? I'll try and go through these ones relatively quick until we get to the good stuff there in the back. So there you go. Corbin Carroll for the D-backs and the throwback. Pete Crow Armstrong. I've been watching the World Baseball Classic, and so it's been cool to see some of these guys. He's been one of them. It's been kind of fun to watch. Roman Anthony for my Red Sox. He's been looking just outstanding. Gets me real excited for the season to see how he does. So again, we'll kind of run through these relatively quickly. But I would love to complete this set. I think that would just be a lot of fun. So gives me something new to collect. So we got ourselves here a nice Shohei, but Chase Burns. All right, nothing crazy. I have yet to get an auto, and I have yet to get a memorabilia card. I know they exist. I just haven't seen one there. I know there's some other kind of like normal looking cards that I just kind of have to keep an eye open on to make sure that they aren't just your standard card. I know there's variations and stuff like that to kind of look out for. So we got ourselves into one of these glitters for Zach Maxwell. And then on the star of the game, we got Lindor. All right, next pack. So we'll continue to run through these ones quickly. But let me know down in the comments below, have you completed a set before in the past? I just haven't done anything like that before, but that seems like it'd be a lot of fun. This should be numbered. Yep. out of 2026. I say I had another one. He had an outstanding season last year. So there's a Juan Soto. So that could be a decent card to have. I'm not upset about it. I'll take a numbered card, but I'm really looking for, I would love to just get an auto. I'll take a memorabilia card. I'm not upset with that, just because it would be my first one. So even if it's not a great one, I will take it. So again, going through these base. Ooh. Ooh. This is a plate of a one-of-a-kind collectible for Lenyn Sosa? This is the actual yellow printing paint used to manufacture card 56. This plate is a one-of-a-kind collectible, a one of one. I mean, I've never gotten a printing plate before. I've seen them before. I mean, cool. That's probably really well worth it right there. What a cool card. All right, so we are going to... I mean, that's a good one right there. So there's a Vladdy Guerrero's Jr.'s dad, and then we got ourselves a Paul Skeens. That's, I mean, a one-of-one. I've never ripped my own one-of-one. So that's pretty exciting right there. Well, we'll have to take a look at that one a little bit more in just a moment. I don't want to completely derail everything, even though that is a very, very cool printing plate. I've seen printing plates. I don't know if I've seen one for baseball. I've just never come across one myself. So that is very, very cool. But you guys have to let me know. Have you guys ever run across a printing plate of your own? I've just kind of excited to get a little more information on that thing. All right, Peyton Soli. I am personally excited about that guy. Kershaw, he's out of the league. Okay, so we got our throwback. And then Kyler Teal. I mean, outside of that printing plate, I mean, we haven't come across anything all that interesting. I guess I'm going to top. It's metal. I should be able to top load just fine. All right, we continue. I guess I should be, excited to have that over really just any auto. A 101 is pretty cool to come across. Got a greatest hits for Cody Bellinger, and then we got ourselves a Bryce Harper. We got two more until we get to the foil board, and then we'll take a look at the jumbo here. I kind of can't stand getting those jumbos. I've got a bunch for football, and I just don't know what to do with them. Kind of just sit in the way, truthfully. And I don't really have a huge audience for them. There might be for this case. I don't know. I haven't seen it with baseball. All right, so let's see. That's a good one. That is a good one right there. Not numbered, but I know that is a good one. We'll have to check out a little bit more on that one as well. Okay. We got ourselves a couple of decent things here. Let's see what we get on our last pack before we go to the silver. Let's see what we get. Okay. Got another Corbin Carroll. Got a decent amount of those. All right, well, let's take a look at this silver, and then we will pull our oversized base card. Let's see what we got. I hear there's some decent stuff in here. All right, so Patrick Bailey. Pavin Smith? Cal Raleigh. Maximo Acosta and Trey Turner. So none of those are great. That would probably be your best out of that bunch just because he's got the rookie on there. And then we'll go ahead and take a look. It looks like this dropped out of the bottom. Nick Kurtz out of this oversized. Oh, okay. I think if you're going to get a jumbo, Shohei's not a bad one to get, right? Again, I don't really know what to do with these cards. So this is just going to go into my other pile of oversized football cards. So let me know down in the comments below, should I have been more excited about this one-on-one play? I know they're cool. I know they're interesting. I don't know if it's a great player. This is a Lenyn Sosa for the White Sox. So that's all I really know about it. So I'll have to take a look at this one. And I mean, it looks cool. So I'm excited.